Hello, 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 my lovelies. How are you? I hope that you're all well. I hope that your day's been beautiful. Welcome to new member that I've just literally before going live welcomed into the group, Mandy Shrimpton. Lovely having you with us. I also want to welcome our other new members that we've had this weekend and last week and the week before. And of course to our existing members. I'm Nicole Louie and I'm the creator of ISW Launchpad, that's Independent Social Workers Launchpad. And I'm also the facilitator in this group and community creator in this group. And you people are the lovely community members from all around the globe. So to our new members, please do go onto the announcement section after you've looked at the welcome video in here. It will give you some points and ideas about the best way that you can utilize this group. And the announcement section has some polls and different things that you can get involved in and start completing to help you experience in the group. There's lots of videos and there's some resources as well, so please feel free to dive in and also put any questions that you may have. You can create your own post and ask any questions that you have. I'd love also to know kind of what you're doing as an independent at the moment, or what you're doing on your journey, and any wins that you've got, any kind of successes, any steps that you're taking, that you're crushing your goals. You know, share it in the group. That's what we're interested in doing, supporting each other and cheering each other on. So yeah, that's what to do in this group. So today I'm going to be talking on Motivation Monday. Hey Sylvia, thanks for joining. Today I'm going to be talking about creating a business that you can be proud of and that you love. This is about, hopefully this will be inspiring and motivating for you. You're all here on your journey, and I know that everyone's at different stages. I know some people are already independent or semi-independent. Some people, most of you are in here and yeah, you just caught me. As some people are in here and haven't got a clue where to start, and that is okay. That's the rich beauty of this community, that people are at different stages. We're also from lots of different countries, so there are several countries represented in this group, from the Americas to the Caribbean to Canada, to different places in Africa. Different countries in Africa, different place in Asia. So we've got India, we've got Philippines, all sorts. There are places for people from everywhere in here, and different places in Europe, and of course in the UK, different places in the UK. Not just in England, but you know, Ireland as well, and Scotland. So we've got a rich community here of diversity and different experiences and knowledge. So we need to be sharing that with one another in terms of what we're doing as independents. So yeah, talking about kind of creating a business that you love, I can say that I'm proud of the business that I've created. I've created all about families, and I'm creating the Independent Social Workers Launchpad. And it's something that it wasn't something that I envisaged initially when I first became independent. My independent journey has really taken me on a pathway from the very beginning that I didn't expect. You might recall me saying in other lives that I've done that I expected I was going to just be serving the local authorities and the government and doing assessments for them. And I do some of those, but actually predominantly I work very closely with solicitors and individuals from the community who come to me for services. I created events, community events, creating strategic alliances. I've worked with schools and doing consultancy. I worked in colleges. I was doing stuff that I really never thought that I would do within All About Families, and even more so now helping social workers. And that's kind of something I think I fell into and developed a passion for, because I always had colleagues asking me questions about being independent and just about social work practice generally, actually. And so, yeah, it was something that I've kind of enjoyed doing and I've moved into doing. And the more I'm doing it is the more people are coming and asking me questions. So it feels fulfilling and good to create something that people want, but where I can really lend myself and serve people and share what I know, as much as I know, so that people's experiences can be better and their lives can improve, and it just feels good to give back. And so, yeah, I guess the components I would say of creating a really wonderful business that you can be proud of and that you love is one, being really clear about your values. Be really clear about your values. What do you stand for? What don't you stand for? Because that will really be your barometer for where you go as an independent and how things are shaped within your business and your organization. So there might be opportunities that come to you that you shouldn't necessarily take, even though it might sound amazing, because of the fact it might not be aligned with your values. You also have to consider whether it's works with what your goal is at that time. So I know when I was doing my community event, I went on radio a few times, and I was invited to actually have my own radio station in the local community. And I thought about it, and it was something that I was maybe going to do, but I decided against it because it just wasn't a focus that I wanted to have at that point in time in terms of how I was serving the community. The community event was just something that I wanted to do annually, just to support my community and give something for free for the residents. It wasn't something that I then wanted to start going and talking about on radio. I could have talked, I guess, about my witness expert work that I do. And that's something that's still on the table that I'm able to do. But, you know, it has to be at the right time. And so it was something that while the opportunity was there and it would be amazing, what an opportunity to have my own radio station, it was something that I shelved. And I didn't take that opportunity because it wasn't the right time. And so being able to walk away from things is really important. So again, ethics, values, alignment is important, and where you're at right now. That's number one. The second one that I would say to the important thing about having creating a business that you love and that is, I guess, worthy of being proud of, I would also say you need to consider the kind of people that you're going to work with. So you've got to be really clear about the individuals that you want to work with, who, not just your target audience, but the strategic alliances that you have. So the other people that you work with, you know, once you've figured out who your community is, you may have people that share the same clientele as you, but it doesn't mean you should work with them, because you have to be really clear about their integrity and their value line and what they stand for and whether you're aligned with them. And again, timing is always important as well. So really be sensitive to that. The other thing that I would say that is important to create a business that you're proud of and that you love is making sure that you're getting something out of it. There's no point in doing something that you think you're really good at, but actually you hate doing it, because you'll start to resent it. And if it's like a 9 to 5 that you go and you do the work, you get paid and you come away, you can stick that out for a while. But when it's your business and you live and breathe that business, it runs through your veins, because it's everything, it's all consuming. And that's a wonderful thing, because it's super exciting when you're on that journey and you're building and you're creating this thing and you're seeing it take life and you're seeing, you know, the people that you're serving flocking to you. It is an amazing feeling. And so if you don't enjoy doing it, you're going to struggle. You'll start to resent it. You'll start to hate it. You'll procrastinate. You'll develop habits that aren't good. And what will happen is it will show up. It will show up and people will see it. You know, it will become very transparent, and it can be a deterrent, and it then starts to affect your branding. So I've done a live about branding online and offline, what that looks like. It will start to impact negatively on your branding, and that's what you don't want. So Sylvia says, I hear you when you say sometimes you may need to walk away from offers which don't align with your values. Yep, absolutely. Sometimes you do. You just have to. And you know, sometimes it's a no for now. It doesn't mean it's a no forever, because the reality is, like, the opportunity for me to do a radio station, have my own radio station, that's something that I can look at in the future, but it's just not something right now. And I've always thought that can be in the future. And I didn't think it was necessarily this far into the future, but as things have evolved and now I'm doing what I'm doing with social workers far more and with more focus, and at the same time holding up, you know, my All About Families and continuing to do work there and being an expert witness, that's quite a lot to handle. and manage simultaneously. But outside of that, it just feels as though I can put that on a bench. There's no, it might look great and it might look like, oh my gosh, it's got a radio station stuff, but what's the purpose? It will very quickly become a drudgery and become a bit of a burden, and that's not what I want. So yeah, those are the two things so far that I'd say. And the third thing, as I said, was, what did I just say? Remind me. I said about the strategic alliances and being clear about who you're going to work with and your values and stuff like that. And ensuring that the third one, sorry, was, I said was about ensuring that you enjoy what you do, and ensuring that you enjoy what you do and that it's something that you like doing, because business is all consuming and takes over, which is a lovely thing. So the other thing that I would say to ensure that you've got a brand business to be proud of, and one that you can not just be proud of, but one that you can feel excited and happy about, is to ensure that you have got a clear boundaries. Make sure your boundaries are clear. Make sure you've got a great routine, because as I said, your business can become all encompassing. And if you don't have the understanding of ensuring you've got work-life balance, then again, it can become a drudgery for you. You will go through seasons where you go through bottlenecks and it's a bit fuller than you intend, and you can quite easily burn out, just like what I experienced, but having the systems, if you don't have the systems in place, how much more would that happen? How much more frequently would that happen? So I just really want to encourage you and motivate you to create a business around yourself that you're going to enjoy. I know that there are a number of you that have really started taking action. People like Jen, shout out to Jen, who's doing amazing things. As soon as she came into the group, she was like very clear about what she wanted to do, her focus, her purpose, and she started taking action. She immediately got a job. She immediately got into a sector and got her foot back in the door where she wanted to be. She's got her whole plan and she's moving forward and she's doing so well. And I'm really proud of her, and I'm really proud that she's in this community and part of this community. So, those are the kind of things that I want to celebrate in this community and encourage everybody. It doesn't matter where you are on your journey. I say it every time. It doesn't matter where you are on your journey. It doesn't matter how small the task may be that you do towards your ultimate goal. It's still a step in the right direction. You can't underestimate that. So I want to encourage you to, put pen to paper, start taking action, start picking up the phone, start making a list, start making contact with individuals by email, start doing your research, do whatever it is, start buying your stationery and getting your folder together for what you're going to do. Whatever it is that you need to do, I'm encouraging you to start doing that right now. So again, I just want to welcome the new members, and also, as always, the existing members. If you're watching this on the replay, please do put any comments of anything you think I haven't mentioned that you think would be great and very important to build in a business that you can be proud of and that you love. And I look forward to seeing you tomorrow, and I'm going to post what the topic is for tomorrow a bit later. So I'll see you then. Thank you so much, Sylvia, for joining, and I will speak to you soon. Take care. Bye.